What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS3 Raw TV. Today we got story time, and story time this week is about my first competition, okay, which includes me training as a teenager. First, I want to clear a couple things up. The first thing I want to clear up is some of you are not getting it about the truth video. If you go back and watch it, I never said sugar was toxic. That's not what I'm talking about. The name of the video is Sugar is Toxic. I'm talking about, if you go back and pay attention instead of fucking assuming, I talk about the lady doctor who has proven in her studies that sugar acts like a drug on the brain. That's it. It proves what I said, whereas people are going, no, that's bullshit. Dopamine levels rise, therefore you get a drug-like effect in the brain, and that's why it's so hard to stop eating. Period. Done. So get off the whole, you said sugar's toxic, and you know, you took steroids, and blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. What I'm talking about is a drug-like effect, which this is binge eating and stuff like that, and that's what I'm talking about, and it's been proven, so whatever. Now, moving along. I am into my 9 weeks out prep right now. I'm down to 215.2 pounds, which I started at about 240, between 240 and 245, so I'm down about 30 pounds already. And I got probably about another 15 to 17 left to go. And it's kind of interesting because this year is my 20th year competing. So 20 years ago, as a 17-year-old high school kid, I decided I was going to compete. Now, I joined the gym. Story time starts now. I joined the gym, which was Gold's Gym, which was not my first gym. My first gym was Rhode Island Hard Bodies. And when I joined Gold's, they actually had a competitive bodybuilding team there. Now, they didn't have any teenagers that were on it, so pretty much I was the only teen at this point. They had men's divisions, junior divisions, women, etc., all that stuff. Now, leading up to this, I have go over some of this in my video called I Want to Be a Bodybuilder, and I had met Al Thurston. Al owned the gym, was like 45 years old, had been competing for like 25 years, produced multiple champions throughout the years, and really knew his shit. And Al took me under his wing. Taught me how to diet, taught me how to train. When he first brought me in his office, I noticed he had this computer that, you know, you stood on the scale, and he punched in your weight. He had a Skindex, which was an electronic skin fold caliper that, that tests your body fat. He took 4 spots, punched that in, and it came up with my calories and protein intake and stuff like that, my macros. And he gave me the diet, printed it out. It was Goldstream Nutritionialysis at the time. And he said, follow this for a couple of weeks and let's see how you develop, which is what I did. So then he says, well, you're going to have to learn how to pose. So where do I learn how to pose? We have posing sessions as a team, together as a team, where they run basically a mock competition, where they line you up like a prejudging, they bring you guys in and out, switch you guys, all that stuff, and teach you how to pose. So I showed up, and there was probably about 10 people in this class, all competitive bodybuilders. We were all doing the show together. It taught me how to pose, how to stand, go through the mandatories, all this stuff, and helps you piece together a routine. First you pick your music, and then you start piecing together your routine. Now, what I did was I actually looked at Flex Magazine, Muscle Development, Muscle and Fitness, Muscle Ag International, and I took the pictures of some of the bodybuilders, and I opened them up, and then I got in the mirror and I tried to position myself the same way that they were until I got the look of that pose on myself. And I would do that over and over again, and I would close my eyes and do it over and over again. Close my eyes, hit the pose, open my eyes and look, and it just about to be adjusted, feel how it was, close my eyes again. Do this over and over again until I got the way that the poses to look the way I wanted to. So by the time the show came, I had already had a routine that was pretty good, especially for a teen. I knew how to pose, which was really something that I prided myself on, that, you know, I'm not going to go up there unprepared. I want to be able to pose and look my best. And then from there you got to do stuff like you got to get your trunks. Okay, well, you don't just go to like Target and buy posing trunks. So where do you get them? Al sold them at the gym. So pretty much we had access to everything at the gym. There were supplements there. There was a health food bar that could make your food if you didn't bring anything with you to the gym. So now he had like a big box of posing trunks. They were Andreas Callings. And I still have to this day, matter of fact, last year or the year before, my black posing trunks that I wore are the exact posing trunks that I had when I was 17 years old. I've had them for 20 years and been wearing them on stage for 20 years. So Andreas Calling obviously makes some pretty good quality products. So I picked out like a electric blue. It was the early 90s. Electric blue, hot pink, and green. So those are like the 3 that I picked. And now he says, okay, we got to continue with this food regimen. So now I'm in school. I'm a senior in high school. I have weight gain shakes, protein shakes in my locker. So in between classes, I'm opening the locker, I open the top part, I'm drinking the shake between classes. And it wasn't long before my classmates started to see me drinking these shakes and stuff and were like, the fuck are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm a bodybuilder and I'm going to compete in a bodybuilding show in a couple of months. Oh man, did I get ridiculed? Because I was like 135 pounds. I was not a big guy by any stretch of the imagination, nor did I look like a bodybuilder. You know, and I was starting to wear the bodybuilding clothes, the big sweatshirts, the knucklehead pants that were baggy pants, stuff like that. And then Al had told us, look, you got to shave your body like head to toe. I never shaved my body before, so I grabbed a Bic razor, shaved my arms, shaved my chest. You know, I didn't have anything on my back at the time. I do now that I'm older. And shaved my legs. Well, like later on that week in gym class, some of my classmates noticed that my legs didn't have any hair on them. So now they're like, why are you shaving your legs? It's so fucking stupid. Like, you're retarded. Like, I got my balls busted so bad. So now you go through this diet, you go through the training, and the weeks pass, and I got ridiculed in school. Although all the bodybuilders at the gym were not ridiculing me, they were supporting me. So the Gold's Gym crew is pretty much what I had leading up to this competition because they understood. They're going through it, they've been through it, they understood. So then I have to put the tan on. Al sold the Pro-Tan at the gym, so now you get the bottle of Pro-Tan. So I had my buddy Joel, I'll never forget this. Joel, I said, you gotta help me put my tan on for the show. And he was kind of into bodybuilding too, so he's like, okay, Nana, no problem. So there I'm standing in the middle of my room on a towel with my posing trunks pulled up my ass, 17 years old. And Joel has this brush that he's dipping in and he's painting this shit on me. And my mother walks in the room, she goes, hey guys, and just sees me so weird. I said, yeah? She goes, what the fuck are you guys doing? I'm like, this is my tan that I'm putting on. We gotta put the tan on for the competition tomorrow. And as he's using a stain brush, like he would stain your deck, to paint me, my mom was like, are you sure that's healthy? Like, it's going on like mahogany stain. You look really weird. And I'm like, hey, it's okay, Mom, don't worry about it, you know. Everybody's doing this right now tonight. So we get the tan on, and the next day we go to the show. The Colonial Classic at Bristol Community College in Fall River, Massachusetts. I show up at this show, 135 pounds, 17 years old, to find out no one else was in the teenage lightweight class. No one. So they come backstage and they go, there's no teen lightweights, there's only one. Congratulations, you win. We're putting you with the heavyweights. So in my head, I'm like, oh my God, I won. I didn't even go on stage. I won. I didn't fucking win. There was nobody else there. So they put me with the heavyweights. Now I'm looking around. I'm like, these are other teenagers. Where the fuck are they? I don't see any other teenagers. So here I am, nervous. I start to pump up. I pumped up for like an hour and a half backstage. Just stupid. I got the muscle juice and the hot stuff, and I'm spraying it on myself. I'm pretty much ready to go on stage about 2 hours before. I'm already standing backstage, oiled up and ready to go on stage. And they call teenagers, pump up. So this guy comes over. And he starts pumping up. You know, he has sweats on. I notice he's barely got any hair. He's going bald. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, there's no way this kid's a teenager. He must be in the junior class or in the men's, and he's just getting ready early. Teenagers line up. We all strip down. This fucking kid strips down. He's like 210 pounds. Shredded. And he's going bald. He's clearly on drugs. I'm looking at this kid going, this is a Lifetime Natural organization with polygraph testing. At that point, I knew. I said, you know what? It doesn't matter what we do at our gym. This guy's on fucking drugs, and I'm sure a lot of these people are. They beat the test. I went on stage, got my ass handed to me, but I was a bodybuilder at that point. You know, when I walked off the stage, they gave us a medal, and I get that medal, like a participation medal, and that was one of the proudest moments of my life because I wanted to be a bodybuilder so bad, a competitive bodybuilder, not just in the gym training. And that medal pretty much cemented the fact that I had gone on stage and I was a competitive bodybuilder. Now I need to figure out what to do next. You know, and I went back to Al, start from scratch, see what do I have to do for the next year. And we started to formulate another plan. And that one show, that one, 10 weeks leading up to that show and cementing how to eat, how to diet, how to train has held me over for the last 20 years of my life that I'm still doing it. So, people ask me if my son came up to me and asked me, Dad, I want to be a bodybuilder. Can I be a bodybuilder? Yeah, you can be a bodybuilder. It's done some amazing things for me. It's brought me an amazing life, and I wouldn't change any of it for the world. So if any of you thinking about competing, take the fear and kind of push it down. Take the nervousness and the anxiety, push it down, and just go for it, because it's going to be something like nothing else you could do in your entire life. The rush is amazing, and more than likely you're going to have the best experience of your life up to that point. BioHistoryTraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below. www.biohistorytraining.com is the blog, and we're out.